it's Balkan. It's music. It's never enough. It has to be madness.
Balkan, 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 balcañeros, vamos.
Well, for me, this is occasion to promote Champagne for Gypsies. This is why I'm here. So, of course, I will play some of my old songs. I'm here with my brass band. So when I'm only with brass, I play just the songs. So I will play the songs. I will play some songs that I wrote for the movies. I will play a few songs from Carmen with Happy End. But I will promote Champagne for Gypsies. So I will play almost all new records. Well, I will play, I think, 2 songs from the next record also. I will play, I'm surrounded by talented guys, so I don't need to fix really very much things. So who knows where we'll go in concert. There are a lot of festivals in Europe, and it starts to be nice to see that people organize their vacations according to festivals. It's, of course, Siget and few more big festivals around Europe that people travel. I think for this festival people also travel from all around Spain. Festivals are good because people are in the mood for music. You know, it's always nice to play for the people who travel just for the music. So I like to play festivals. I mean, I like playing anywhere. So even if you call me in your wedding, I will play. I don't want to miss opportunity to play music.
Baila esta rumba que se siente el calor, las mujeres mueven la cintura. Hey, presidente, llama manicomio.
The difference between Gucci and the other festivals is that main things happen under the tents, not on stage like here. You go there and you drink, you give a tip to the gypsies and they play your favorite music. So this is different. There is very old-fashioned kind of festivals. You go eat and drink there, local food and local drink. But you know, Balkan is a place where music it needs to be a little madness in it. You know, if it's just the music, it's not enough. It has to be madness to make everybody happy. So it's like my motto on the last record: if you don't go crazy, you're not normal. You will see this motto there everywhere. This is the place that discovered brass, actually, Balkan brass. This is a very old festival from 70s or something, 60s. Very old festival. And it's competition of the brass bands, gypsies and Serbs, because there are Serbs that play trumpet and gypsies that play trumpets, very differently. And it's competition. So it's nice to, once in a lifetime you have to see that. Well, I don't know, as far as I see what makes difference, it's, what is of course interesting on Balkan music is brass. And brass is one of the last, at least gypsy music, that it's not killed by restaurants. You know, but mainly gypsy music entered in restaurants. And once in restaurant, it dies. I see that a lot of flamenco music comes in the restaurants recently, which is not good for flamenco. But the brass, they cannot play in restaurants because by technology of playing, you know, if you play brass, you have to spit. So you cannot eat surrounded by 10 gypsies spitting from trumpets around you. So it's never restaurant music. So it's still alive and developing. Geographically, it's actually where Turks were. Because the tradition of playing brass by the gypsies came from that time, because in the times, because gypsies, we were under 35th century. So during the wars against gypsies, militaries, they needed the brass, but there was no musical schools. So the simplest way to have military music was to buy trumpets to the gypsies. And you know, once they start to play military music, of course, it's the same story like jazz in America. jazz started when the black guys come back from the militaries with the trumpets. So this is, and even formation of the, you know, in the early jazz, it was kick played like this, and another guy who plays the snare. It's very similar with American jazz. It comes from military. A lot of the Haiduks are unique from that tradition that escaped this destiny not to play in restaurants because they were isolated in one village. So they never played in restaurants. So this is why they are good. The rest of violin gypsy music is shit. I can't stand this. It's just shitty restaurant music. This is why we like Taraptı Haiduks, because they were never played in restaurants. They were isolated in one village. But I'm from the brass tradition, not violin.
Presidente, oh, presidente, oh, presidente, allo ven, baila esta rumba que se siente.
Well, it's more about, you know, Champagne Gypsies, for gypsies comes out in a moment, in quite shitty moment for the gypsies around you. You know, they throw them out almost from everywhere. So, the second part of Champagne for Gypsies is the second part of my alcohol record. So it was another plan to do that. It's supposed to be a romantic record. But then it comes out these problems with gypsies. So this I invited gypsies that I respect and some gypsies that I think that left some traces in popular culture and some new ones that are not known for you, but they are important, I think, in gypsy tradition. I invite them as guests on this record. So from Gypsy Kings till Gogol Bordello, you will find some really good gypsy artists on my record. The reason why I did that is just to remind us that gypsies left strong traces in our popular culture. And they are not people just to throw it out. Imagine if they thrown out Charlie Chaplin from Switzerland, or if they thrown out Mother Teresa, or if they thrown out you know, a lot of people with gypsy blood like this. Like if they thrown out Gypsy Kings when their parents came from Spain during the Franco, they escaped to the South France. They will never have it in their popular music. Gypsy Kings, or if they thrown out Django Reinhardt, that will be sad for the French culture. So this record is just to remind us, and why I have all those guests on the record, and why this record is so much influenced by different gypsies. It's because of that. Just to remind us that gypsies are people to be respected as artists. In history of contemporary music, or even in classical music, with difficulties you will find one serious composer who wasn't impressed by gypsy music. Some of them, some big of them, they were influenced or dedicated their work to the gypsies, at least to the other. I'm not the only composer in history of music who was impressed and influenced by the gypsy music. It's nothing really weird. I'm not Peter Gabriel. I'm insider. I'm from there. I don't have to collect anything. I played in bars when I was in the age of 14. I played in striptease bars in the age of 17. So I'm from there. I don't need to collect anything. I just sit by the people and I start to play my music. Of course, when I sit with the Gypsy Kings, suddenly my music became rumba catalan. Or when I sit with Gogol Bordello, it became gypsy punk. It's because they are strong personalities. It's inevitable. But this is what it's all about. But I'm not someone who collects the things. I'm insider. I'm from the middle of things. I'm from such a small musical culture comparing with yours. I mean, you can buy the biggest book of history of music. There is nobody there of us. Probably I will be the first one. There is nobody. So For me, it's an incredible miracle what happened for one composer from such a small musical culture that has audience around the world. It's an incredible miracle. I don't think there is another contemporary composer that has a destiny like me. I play 5 different concerts this year. I played from Carnegie Hall and Sydney Opera and I don't know, your Teatro Nacional. I played 1 week my opera, and at the same time I play places like Krasnoyarsk, Irkutsk, Tomsk, on Siberia or Iceland, or, you know. So I don't think that there is any other contemporary composer who has a fun like me. I can really play from your wedding to and I play some weddings even. Not funerals yet, but weddings, yes. I don't think so. Things that are simple for you, for me, are complicated. It's nice to. I had the luck all my life to work with talented people. It's nice to see how this. It's like trying. It's like suddenly you produced gold out of nothing. You know, you just put some notes on the people around, and suddenly it became music. It's so nice to see that. It was really very simple. We sit like that. You know, they're all guys. You cannot really motivate them anymore with anything except with music. I think they refuse few collaboration before collaborate with me. So I sent the songs. I didn't know them, so I just sent 2 songs. They like it. So suddenly I found myself in a room with Gypsy Kings and we start to play. And it's from Bacatalan. It doesn't exist, this word, Balcaneros. No, so we invented. Yeah, but you know what it does mean? It's like someone from Balkan. This is what I want to say. It's understandable or not? Balcaneros. Yeah. It's like Desperados.
Yeah.
Balcaneros. It's a Balkan. It's as I told you, it's music. It's never enough. It has to be madness. This is why we loved punk on the beginning, because it wasn't just music. It was a touch of madness in it, because it wasn't professionals that played music. It's pity that music it will be pity if music will be made just from professionals. It's same like with sex. It will be terrible if just professionals will do the sex. It's same thing with the music. So this is why we love the punk. And the brass music from Balkan is very much like punk on the beginning. You know, when punk died on the song God Save the Queen. It was the first punk song produced by the real producer. It's Chris Thomas who produced this song. This is Elton John's producer. So this was the end. It was for the first time that everything was tuned perfectly, everything. So this was the end. But what made madness, it's human tuning. It's a little touch of out of tune. And the brass, this is what naturally goes with gypsy brass. Those are the old military instruments played by nuts players who were never in school. So they are never really perfectly in tune. It's always a little touch of out of tune that makes, and this is what makes madness. And then also, you know, there are instruments who play the chords. The normal chord is thirds and quint. So under those 3 tones, there is, in normal music, there is kind of discipline. In Balkan music, this is where is freedom. It's inside of chord. Everyone moves inside of chords, and this is what makes things. It can go wherever you want.
Mesecina, joj, 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 joj. Sucesija, joj, 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 joj. Sa nebesa.
Saludos to Festivaleros from Balcaneros. If you don't go crazy, you're not normal. So you said Festivaleros.
Festivaleros.
Yeah, so it's like Balcaneros.
It's like Balcaneros, more or less.